What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we're talking about the new Pixel 3a, and well, in my case, the 3a XL, and my experience with it over the last 72 hours. This is a budget offering for a smartphone that's already been out for a while. Now, when you look at the actual device itself, there's really no difference, visually between the Pixel 3a XL and just the Pixel 3 XL. They kind of look very similar. So when you're walking around in the streets carrying your new phone, there's really no way for anybody to tell that you have the cheaper model, I guess. It's a pretty nice offering. Now, when it comes to people that are gonna buy the Pixel 3 XL or the Pixel 3a XL, I realize that those are two different types of people. Or are they? I mean, generally speaking, as far as Pixel devices go, we're talking about those hardcore Google fans. Likely those of which who purchased Nexus devices when those were $400 smartphones offering awesome internals and, cutting edge tech as far as Android goes. But don't let that discount the Pixel 3a XL for you, because it's actually pretty nice. I mean, the internal specs are a little bit different here. We still do have 4 GB of RAM, but we do have the Snapdragon 670 instead of the 845. There is 64 GB of storage here, so that's kind of what you're stuck with in sort of a too bad kind of way, because there's no micro SD card expansion or anything like that. Around the front side, we do have a 6-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2160 by 1080. And one thing you may notice here on the front that I am actually more of a fan of is the fact that we have no weird face looking notch. I mean, it's just a normal 6-inch screen. Like, bravo Google. I actually think this was a pretty awesome move. And for those who still care and are clenching on to the fact that this is kind of fading away, we have a headphone jack on this thing. Yes, there is a headphone jack. One of the biggest differences here with this new Pixel 3a is the fact that it has a plastic body. And this is very apparent when you pick up the phone, though it really does a great job mimicking the look of the glass. And speaking of mimic, big shout out to ESR for sponsoring this video, because, well, if you're rocking a plastic phone, it's actually gonna be way more prone to scratches than glass, and you need a case for it. And I definitely recommend ESR's Mimic case. This is actually a tempered glass case for the Google Pixel 3a or 3a XL, and they have some other cases as well, which I will leave a link for down in the description. This case just looks nice though all around. I've actually talked about ESR in several other videos. Either way, you can pick up this tempered glass case for under $20, and like I said, they have it for the 3a and the 3a XL. I'll drop links below if you want to check it out for yourself, but if you're rocking a plastic phone, you're probably better off protecting it a little bit, because plastic does scratch easier than glass. So check that link below, and a big shout out to ESR for sponsoring the video. But as far as using the actual device, I mean, I would be hard pressed to see the difference in performance. I mean, maybe stuff loads a little bit slower when you're launching apps and things like that, but overall the experience is generally the same. I mean, we have the same awesome camera on the back side, and we have an awesome camera on the front side, though we're missing the wide angle selfie there. Not that big of a deal to a lot of people. I think wide angle cameras are pretty awesome, but they gotta cut corners somewhere. Now, we don't have wireless charging, so I was over here looking like a fool when I set it down on the Pixel stand and did nothing. Yeah. Of course, we still do have a fingerprint sensor on the back of this device as well. And I mean, really, it's actually a pretty good phone for the money. It just sucks that it came out right now. I mean, they would have sold boats of these had it launched when the initial Pixel 3 came out. But for obvious reasons, we know why they didn't do that. It's everything that you want in a Pixel 3 for the most part, but it's a lot cheaper. I mean, the Pixel 3a XL comes in at $479, I believe. Sub $500 smartphone, and that's just amazing. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the Nexus days, minus, the top-end processor in there, or very reminiscent of the early OnePlus days. Now, on top of all that, I haven't really noticed a difference in battery performance when compared to the Pixel 3 XL. It's been on par. I mean, it might even be a little bit better in my opinion. I just think that this was a little late in the game for Google to win this, that we have phones coming out over the next several months here, and who knows, many other budget offerings that could stand to beat the Pixel at its own game. So I think it's a great phone. It has done me well over the past few days, and I want to know what you think about it in the comments section below. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when new videos like this drop. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.